The Lord took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. Welcome to my garden.
Okay, let's be honest for a second. Groceries are expensive. Gas is expensive. There's a lot of things happening right now that honestly I can't control. So instead of stressing myself over what I can't change, I decided to focus on what I can do. Between food prices going up and everything happening with how our food is grown, if you know, you know, I want to be a little bit more mindful on what I'm putting into my body. Okay, so let's state the obvious. I don't have a backyard. I don't have a fancy setup, but what I do have is a small balcony. And I'm recently finding out that that's more than enough space to grow a couple of things with my own hands. Right now, I'm focusing on things I consume on a daily basis, and I'm really excited because I think this is going to be real rewarding. Today, I will be repotting my strawberries and repotting my tomato plant. And I'm also going to be sharing with you guys a couple of things that I've already learned along the way. And if you ever thought about growing your own food, especially if you've ever been telling yourself you don't have enough space, time, or experience, don't stress it. This ain't about perfection. We're going to learn as we go. So this is your sign. Let's go.
Let's cover the basics. Since I'm working with a balcony, I had to be strategic about space. I'm using grow bags because they're breathable, affordable, and honestly, it just makes sense as a renter. It's very beginner friendly. I'm starting my tomatoes in the larger 15-gallon bags and some strawberries in some small pots I picked up from Dollar Tree. I'm going to circle back to Dollar Tree in a second. For comparison purposes, these are the grow pouches in 10-gallon, 5-gallon, and 3-gallon. These are the pouches I got from Amazon. This is their 5-gallon. This is their 10-gallon. And this is a 15-gallon. So 10-gallon against 10-gallon, the grow pouch is higher. And as you can probably see, the material is much thicker on the grow pouch. These are obviously going to last you a lot longer. You'll get more usage from it, and they do cost more. I decided to go with the grow bags that I got from Amazon because I got a bit overzealous and I decided to start a lot of different fruits and vegetables this year. But I am mindful that these bags will likely need to be replaced next year. So the choice is yours. You could pay now for something of higher quality or start with something cheaper that'll likely won't last as long, but just work within your budget. And you know me, I love a hack or a DIY. You can also use a reusable grocery bag like this one that I have from Sprouts. However, be mindful that they're not made for planting, so you'll have to plant something that's not too heavy and doesn't require a lot of dirt, such as an herb or something similar. Back to Dollar Tree. When you're starting off, you'll have to decide, are you going to use seeds or starts? Dollar Tree is perfect for basic seeds if you have the patience. Stay tuned for a future video on my seed starting process. But for this project, I grabbed some starts from Home Depot. It gives me a massive head start, and the price difference was minimal. And honestly, I was just eager to see some green out there.
Okay, so these are the new plants that I got from Home Depot. I have a hot pepper plant. This is aroma tomato plant. I have a blueberry plant and a couple of strawberry plants. And I have a cherry tomato plant. So let's start with the strawberries. I think it's going to be the easiest. These are some little planters that I got from the Dollar Tree, and they're stackable. So I'm gonna stack them and put them outside in their own little container, and hopefully it will continue to grow. So let's do that.
But here's the part that's not talked about much, and I totally underestimated it, and that's the dirt. I was out there picking up plants left and right, and I didn't realize that filling all these bags would be my biggest expense. It almost broke the budget. But if you know me, you know I'm super resourceful. And although many people don't talk about it, I found out that many cities offer free compost locally. So after a quick Google search, I found out my city actually offers it, and all I had to do was drive down there and grab it. So you know what I did? I did just that. It was at this moment that I realized that if I was going to be gardening, I had to get used to dirt and flies. But I took it to the chin. I grabbed my dirt and got up out of there. It saved me a ton of money. And it's honestly better for the plants than the cheap bag stuff.
So I'm going to do a 50-50 pot mix with the soil that I got from Home Depot and the compost that I got from the site. I guess I gotta get used to flies, huh? Because, whew, child. This soil smells like it got manure in it. Ugh. 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 Okay, so now that I have the dirt and the compost mixed, I'm gonna just try and pop these out. Okay, I got one. Yeah. So these are the roots. This is what it looks like. This is my roots look like that. Okay, so now I successfully planted. Well, I won't know if it's successful until it starts growing, continuing growing. But I've successfully repotted the strawberries. Now I'm gonna give them a good watering. I like that I could wear this, and it makes it a lot easier for me to just go around and water the plants on the balcony. So I have two different tomato varieties that I will be planting. First one being these husky red cherry tomatoes. This is an indeterminate type plant, which means that it will continue to grow and yield a harvest all year round. Because it's an indeterminate variety, I am going to use a bigger bag. This is a 15-pound grow bag. So I'm going to take the soil and dump it into this bag. Now I'm going to take the compost and mix it in. So I decided I'm gonna just plant one in this bag, and instead I'm gonna grow some carrots along the sides. I'm gonna try to use this to make a hole, because you want to bury tomatoes deep in the dirt. So I'm gonna take these low stems and clip them off. And I'm gonna take some carrot seeds that I got from the dollar store, and I'm gonna just plant them along the sides. Guys, now that the sun is about to set, it just reminded me of one more thing that I need to show you. So I did kind of plant a little early. We had major record heat wave, and now the nights are getting cool. So because tomato is a hot plant, it needs heat. What I've been doing at night is, one, because these are grow bags, they're portable. I technically could bring them inside the house, but I don't feel like it. That's an option, so that's up to you. This is one of the beauties of having a grow bag. But what I've been doing is I've been taking this cardboard and I've been putting it under the bags to help insulate it and maintain the heat overnight. And then I take this bag just to keep this off of the plant, and then I cover it to keep it insulated. Hope this helps. Now my little plants, I just carry those and bring them inside. One final tip, I grabbed these plant risers from Amazon, and they're perfect for helping to protect the deck from getting any discoloration from the grow bags, and it also will help the grow bags have optimal drainage. I've only been at this a short time, and look, I know it's tiny, but it's real. It's a start. And in a world where everything feels a little bit out of hand lately, growing this one little berry feels like a win. If I could do this on my balcony, you can start wherever you are. We're just getting started, so stick around. We still have to get these tomatoes staked up and some herbs in the ground. See you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you.